Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm not good at singing. I do want to actually like learn how to use my voice and sing. I will not put you through it. Although my voice is amazing, I just need to actually practice on it. Which I haven't done or didn't do because I kind of got freaked out at people's fucking reactions about my voice at one point. Having a sexy voice when you're growing up may be a bit of a daunting thing. A little bit of a daunting thing. Also, like, in general, there's different ways of how you can speak. You can come from your throat, from your head, from your heart, from your stomach. It's a fucking confusing science, man. And considering that you use actual energy, it can take a toll in different ways as well, which is kind of funny or interesting, to say the least. So yeah. But I want to. Whoa, wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the f- wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? This is another puzzle, isn't it? It's fucking another puzzle. It is another puzzle. Wait, what the f- What do you have? Ooh, armor! I want it. I would like to have a conversation with someone that is aware, like a singing coach, I guess, to figure out and find out. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. To figure out and find out the different impacts of you using your voice from different parts of your body. And how that, one, it does change, like, the freaking vibe in the room. People will perceive you very much differently depending on where you're talking from. Which a lot of people don't believe or don't go by. No, come here. Whew. But yeah, it's not just speech patterns and your pronunciation and actuation, which is very much important. I'm not saying that it's not important. I'm just like, I guess from a spiritual, energetical standpoint, as well as also definitely a scientific one, would like to talk with the speech, singing, whatever, vocal coach on like how what the strain is on your body and how it transmits and what it means or matters, or just see different people talking about their accounts of like whether they talk from their, you know, head, whether they talk from their throat, whether they talk from their chest, from their stomach, and the stress that they may experience with and through that, you know? It's just interesting. It would be an interesting conversation that I'd be getting very much nerd about nerdy nerds. What am I fucking doing? What am I doing? What's occurring? What is occurring? Those damn frickin' things again. I don't know how they're called in English or Lithuanian. I don't remember anymore. I just know that they're, you know, they're basically made of the whole physics thing that they replicate. And that's about it. And every person has them in their office. For some goddamn reason. Is there something I should be like touching on here? Right, maybe? Fuck knows? I don't fucking know. Beep beep! Beep beep! Yeah. I forgot to do the down on the lever. How we doing? Pretty good. I'm tired. I am tired. In general, I was kind of going through my moods today. I don't know, today is a weird moody day, and apparently Schumann's resonance is off the fucking charts today. I'll show it later on. It is crazy. I've been tracking Schumann's for about 3-4 years now with like some other friends. Today it's looking the weirdest it's ever looked, and we've seen some weird ass fucking graphs of it, and it's wonk 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 today. Like, there we go, Raz feels good. And you either feel super good during these days, or you feel super shit and anxious and like maybe a bit fluctuating, or like if you're a real big sensitive, you might have like a certain vibration going on somewhere in your body, like your heart, or maybe your head feels like it's buzzing or something. 27th of February, if anyone's watching this, 2025, the Schumann's resonance was off the fucking charts, wonk wonk wonk. And if you're into this type of shit, check out maybe, you know, solar flares to correlate it with it and see if it actually might have been kind of crazy today too. It might just show you why or how you're feeling uneasy. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit weird and tired, but I'm also having a lot of fun with you guys on stream, and you know, playing through this, even though I'm a little bit like here and there with it. I'm a little bit mindless, and we're having some great conversations. So I'm good. I'm enjoying myself. I just kind of want to eat, but I'm also like, I'm not gonna eat until this is fucking done. I'm just very much adamant on it. Hi Raz, how you doing? Also, how you doing, Calculus? Is your vibe still good? Are you still enjoying yourself? Go, like, drink some water or eat some food, guys, who's been here for a while, or who's been super busy and maybe either co-working with me or doing some other things. You deserve the very fucking best of the best, and you should look after yourself, because you deserve love. And love comes from us first, and secondarily from other individuals and peoples. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? So obviously this is on. I pressed the button. Do I just keep pressing the fucking button? Oh, I actually do this. Oh, this is the alignment thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so is it where do I need to have it? Is it like top of here? Okay, so that's a no-no. This is actually way cooler than like how it was when you had to do it on the original game. Hold while moving, move second emitter, test signal. So I'm guessing I need it to be as high up on the max as possible? Is that it? That literally kind of looks like it'll be the most. Kinda, I mean, the previous time when I was playing this. Okay, so yeah, it all has to be above the line. That makes sense, because it just had to be in a particular place there and there, like, symmetrically. This time it's definitely way more confusing. Did you eat fruit in the astral? I forgot! I had really good ass dreams today, but I forgot that you and I got invited to that astral wedding, Raz. I don't think I did, but I still had a lot of fun. Did you eat fruit? No one's gonna know what the fuck we're talking about unless they were in yesterday's tarot reading. Tarot reading, just chatting stream. Me and Raz got invited to a wedding that was hosted by some very amazing twin flame couple. That's all I'm alright to say. It was a nice event. It's like a wedding anniversary, not an actual wedding, so It was a great time though. It was a great time. I enjoyed myself. I had some wacky ass dreams. I literally, I don't know if I actually saw an Egyptian god. Oh my god. No, you motherfucker. But I felt like I had like a gnome and an Egyptian god I was talking to, and I don't think it was an Egyptian god, but whoever it was looked like frickin' whatchamacallit, Anubis. Except maybe not as dark of a version. Like, definitely not as serious, I'm gonna be honest. But looked like Anubis, and I don't know the other being. Really cool vibes though. One of the best dreams I have ever fucking had. Very direct, very lucid, very lovely. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. I was kind of like, what the hell was the point of it, or the meaning of it? It's like, nothing, you just remembered it to have a good time. And I'm like, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I hope I have one like that again. I hope all of my dreams are gonna be that vivid and astral that I literally dream of beings I could never conceive to be actually around in one room with and have lucid experiences as if I'm alive in it or like literally there. It's fucking great. I haven't had that for a while. Like, not as vividly, to be fair. That was amazing. I think that was an after party though. That was not the actual party. I don't remember the actual party, obviously. You piece of shit. But I know it was good. What's weird though, Raz? I won't read it out loud and I won't talk about it or share it. You can also just DM me about it, but like, what's weird? Okay, I don't know what the hell you're gonna do with that thing. Are you gonna launch a damn power crystal at me? Because if you are, that's shit. Okay. Oh. Stop moving. Oh, you dodged that like a pro. Oh. Thank you for the ammo. That's a good one. Oh. Oh. Oh no 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 no. Run run run. Oh no, what the fuck is happening? Barney, I know. Just hold on, buddy. Just hold on, buddy. Oh, did everyone die? Nope. Maybe now everyone died? I don't know why or how I got healed and saved that, like, healed and then that saved, but either way it's fine. I think I just caused a 404 error. Open that! I haven't sworn in fucking Russian for a while right now. That was real. That was fucking real. I was really zoned in right here, right now. Wait a second. I'm gonna go back because there's some shotgun ammo. I wanna get some shotgun ammo and also SMG ammo. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need all of this. So. Da-da-da. Oh, I forgot I have that. Hello. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Where's the shotgun? Thank you. I think I'm good. I don't think I... No, yeah. That crystal is screaming for its life, man. I am now gonna just perceive every crystal to be sentient in this world because, well, I'm sorry, today's, like, entire playthrough is just fucking proof on that shit. Boop. Nope. Nope. You dodge, like, really well. And you're floating heads in the goddamn sky, like... Teach me how to dodge like that. Boop. There we go. I don't know, but I offered them fruit. Yeah, and you're also going to go have breakfast because you woke up at 4 p.m. just like I used to, which I really hate, but I guess it's good for you. I hope you enjoy your breakfast, and yeah, I hope I'm still here as well after that. And calculus, I am... What did you say? Not at my best, but yet I persist. I feel you on that. That's literally my vibe today. I didn't... Today was one of those days I wanted to give up on shit, but I was like being pushed, which I appreciate when my guides or life or something persists to like motivate me to just get out of the comfort zone of just being done with shit and just go for you know, shooting for whatever it is. Like in this case, it would be shooting for just the enjoyment of being myself on stream and connecting with all of you guys and just having fun. So thank God for spiritual support from, you know, ancestors, guides, and also you being here. Like you guys cheered me up. You guys made me kind of like have some fun and vibe out and relax. Hearing about how you guys are doing as well today is also kind of helping me or kind of supported me in the vibes. Like, you know, we're kind of not alone. Everyone's having a bit of a fucking weird ass goddamn mental day. From the very beginning of like, you know, the stream, it seemed like yeah, it's just one of those weird ass days. So at least we're not alone. At least we're not alone. What the fuck do I need to do here? Is the aesthetic of this whole game very jungle and foggy? I mean, it's foggy now, but it wasn't really foggy at the very beginning. It was more cosmic and purple, but now everything's being destroyed and there's, I guess, a bunch of like earth particles or xen particles being, you know, in the air because everything's being blown up by me and Gordon Freeman. And plus, half of the other aspect of this game, this is only the end game. The beginning of the game is you going through labs that are having a bit of a horror element because there's aliens teleporting in and out and people dying and all the other stuff happening. So I wouldn't say that it is just jungly. I think this part is in a lot of spaces. But the beginning of it is like a horror experience story. It's not complete horror because it's not that freaky like Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but it is like as bad as just like the theme of like it's not chill. There's teleporting freaking, you know, like aliens completely demolishing everything. Their species is dying off, we are dying off, everyone's just having a fucking shit-ass time on planet Earth. There's military destroying everything and everyone instead of helping. They're just annihilating Black Mesa completely, so there's not spillage from the sounds of it. Well, is this gonna let me, like, propel myself or something in some way? I don't think it is. How the hell do I get up there, then? I guess I need to press some more buttons? So that retracts it. Okay, so I literally just need to jump onto it as it's moving. Yeah, I guess I just need to jump onto it as it's moving. I don't think there's anything else to be done. I thought maybe I could use that to propel myself somehow, but I don't think that's what that is intended for. I'm kind of on a vibe that I'm good, but it won't take much to blow me over. I feel ya. For me, it was kind of like I need to keep picking myself out of the slump. Mind you, I have a lot of things and people and beings wanting me to be in a slump, so. But yeah, I think I've done really well today, all things considering, because, like, you know, if you don't support yourself even when you're having like a really tough, shitty fucking time, right? Like, how are you supposed to make it through anything in life? It is kind of like sometimes you're gonna feel like you're on your last legs, and other times it's going to... There we go. Made it, thank fuck. And other times it's going to be like you need to keep pushing yourself forward and doing your best to just make what you can out of where you're at. You know, it's really kind of it's I think it's three states. It's either keeping your good chill mood even though anything could happen to, like, really throw you off, or getting yourself out of the slump even though you really don't want to and you kind of are like, fuck it all. And then the third one is just like letting yourself fall apart, which one of the viewers said, like, you know, my mind's telling me to go but my body can't compute, and it's like, just let yourself fall apart. Like, sometimes you need that. You need to give that space for yourself. You need to be there and do that. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna admit it, really, like, honestly, today was a day where that was kind of like a little while for me. I was like, okay, I just need to admit I'm not in a good mood, and I'm still gonna have a good day today. I'm still gonna, like, go there. I'm still gonna, you know, get out of it. And it's kind of like, like I could kind of go back into a bad mood. But as long as I have a choice and a handle on it, I will not. I will not. We're all human, and I like the saying that we're all literally just more complicated fucking plants. You gotta remember to eat, you know, you gotta remember to have, like, enough vitamins, neurochemistry and balance, like, in terms of minerals is super important in general. You know, hydration plays such a huge part. Like, when you're a kid, a lot more can auto-regulate, but even then, if you're, you know, dehydrated or malnourished, and you're not conscious of it, like, you don't know what that feels like or means, you can literally... you can kind of live half of your life going through a bad mood without even having to. It's kind of weird that way. And if you're going through life in all of its velocities and randomness, then it's even more of a fucking weird time and a challenge, you know? Where the fuck am I going? What the fuck is going on? Where am I? What the fuck? Well, obviously this was not the right answer or the right equation to get the fucking answer, but maybe I can make it work. No, 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 no. But yeah, sending hugs and love and hearts to anyone in the chat or whoever's replaying this or watching this on YouTube. If you're having a good day, I'm happy for you. I hope you keep enjoying yourself and you keep having fun for all of us, because literally when you're having fun, you're kind of upholding that level of you know, vibe stability or positivity or just the scales of all of it for everyone else in the collective. Regardless of what you believe, it's just, you know, it's just the way consciousness works. You don't have to believe it. That's just, I'm gonna still claim it. Um, and yeah, if you're not having a good day, if you're not having fun, if you're kind of pissed off and wondering what the fuck about everything, then I feel ya, you know, and I get it. I get it. I hope it changes and it shifts. That's why I always say, like, not necessarily just like, hey, I hope you have a good day, but also I hope you're coping through whatever you're going through sometimes if you're not having a good day. If you can't have a good day, right? The best next thing is coping through it. Getting lost maybe in a video game, in a book, in some good ass fucking food, enjoying music and being zoned out to music 24/7. Some, you know, whatever it is that gets you by. Remember to love it and appreciate it, because sometimes in life you can get to a point where even that goes away and that really fucking sucks. If you have any single thing, or even just a few things, you know, say it out loud, or maybe even like write it down on a piece of paper. It's gonna fucking help you, I promise. Maybe it's not gonna feel that way right away, but it's gonna help you in the long term either way. And I will psycho babble because it's fucking true. It's fucking true. Oh, okay. That's all I gotta do. Like, how do you unplug this thing? It's like, just shoot it. Just fucking shoot it. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that hurt. But yeah. Oh my fuck! Today is just a weird ass day. I really am wondering if there's like maybe solar flares of some sort happening as well. Or maybe something is occurring as well with the electromagnetic field. I mean, if something's occurring with the Schumann's resonance, which is basically like Mother Earth's or planet Earth's, like, you know, internal like frequency, right? And transmission, then there's something happening most likely with the, what do you fucking call it? There's something happening as well with the electromagnetic field around the Earth. That's just most common. It's not a definite all the time, but it's just. Oh no! Oh no! Whoop! Whoop! That was just a lot of fucking flying right there. I was just running for my damn life, man. I was just running for my damn fucking life. What the f— Can I destroy this? I don't fucking know. Where am I? What am I supposed to do now here? I feel like a caged rat here. I feel like I had to like land on top of that. I don't think. Yeah. I wait a second, I just fucked up. I guess I was wrong. Because there was like that thing. Oh, so it's temporary. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Sorry, Barneys. Sorry, Barnes. What the f— Okay. shit. Can I jump onto it? I think I was right. I believe I was right. Oh, but I can't. Okay, just. You're a very caring individual. Oh my gosh. Get squished by the fucking thing. I mean, yeah, I am. I can't help it, honestly. I got pushed to my limit in life, and I still realize like that's just a person I am. I can't turn it off inherently. That is why, honestly, authentically, to the depth and the core and the heart and the soul of the matter, I am. Like I can go through the biggest event of apocalypse, life, and just death and whatever else, and I will still be that way because I can't help it but feel for all of us or have that resonance of sensitivity with the point that we're all human. Like, literally, we forget that everyone's a fucking person. And yeah, there's some fucked up people. Like, and some of them are just fucked up. Like, I'm gonna be honest and admit that and say, like, if you believe that, if you know, you know. But at the same time, a lot of us are just hurt people that aren't heard and seen and aren't supported and kind of feel like they're going at it through it alone, right? So I kind of just wish that all of us could sense some peace, some support, some good times, some goodness and whatever, because, you know, a lot of us kind of give up on that coming over through it. So much so, we literally are escaping to isolation and movies and video games and being separated and alone and not connecting and not speaking our truth and not speaking our mind on what we actually care about, not investing into it, not building those projects, not following our goddamn dreams because either no one believes in it or no one supports us or life's just hard and whatever. And it's okay. Like, do not feel okay, basically. But I think it's important to not give up on our humanity and the truth behind it, and that we do all feel a little bit of the same pain, fear, and doubt, and maybe the same love and excitement and, you know, attachment to things that aren't healthy for us and all the rest. We just like to think, no, that's not it, or just forget it along the way because we're either mistreating ourselves or others to just get through it or get ahead in life, right? It's like no one's gonna get ahead. Like we're all kind of just trying to figure it out and get through it. And we just need a little bit more love and more support and more, you know, presence and more like just realness and not like faking it or fighting over shit. Like, how do we actually sit together and figure shit out? A lot of people say that I, besides being caring, or am over analytical and overthink this shit, and I honestly will always disagree and say no. That's kind of that approach is, in my opinion, kind of creating a lot of this issue because neither humans nor life are as simple as that. And if it was that way, then we would be living very much different lives. We would have already figured our shit out and our lives out and everything that it all is. But I can kind of find compassion for most beings or most people unless I mean, yeah, most beings and most people, even the most evilest of shit, it's literally the absence of any compassion, love, or care, right? And in a way, you could just be like, oh, that's evil, fuck it, whatever. But at the core of things, that needs even more attention, care, and presence, and support, and whatever for it to even like get through it. I mean, it probably needs like more of a case of like just, you know, let it work through its process and get through its stuff before you can get it into a vulnerable position, whatever that evil is or whatever that pain is, to actually become then open to love or some type of like shift of that. But yeah, it's complicated. I'm not saying it's simple, but yeah, I can kind of see the light at in any given situation. Or, I don't know. I can find compassion for most things. At the very deep existential level. And in the practical terms of things, like, yeah, I will agree, like, not everything is as simple as, like, the hippie whole idea of, like, oh, you just need love. Like, that also would just be, you know, an easy answer that we would have already figured out and embodied. But it kind of doesn't work that way. Because life and people are way more complex. But also way more simple answers, and life can lend us a hand in how to get ahead of all of it. You're firm but caring. Oh fuck yeah, I am. Because I'm real and honest and blunt. And you kind of need to be when you're like me, because that love and vulnerability can get misconstrued as a weakness. It's interesting, English isn't your native tongue, but you don't have an accent. Your voice sounds very American. Oh my lordy lord. Oh! Well, because I always wanted an English and American accent. I grew up watching Cartoon Network Jagex and Nickelodeon, and I loved it. When I was already 2 years old, I understood what they were speaking about because, like, the people around me saw my reactions and they saw that I understood the complex interactions between the characters on the emotional level. And so I understood the deeper connotations of that, and I really wanted to learn. And at 6, I already, like, started, like, properly talking. But what happened is I learned English and I learned Lithuanian separately, and I actually have more luck with English in terms of logic and how my brain works and the point of communicating than with Lithuanian, because Lithuanian has too many, like, strict rules for me. And it's way too hoity-toity, like the music stuff we spoke about, and I can't remember what word you used, but you used a really good word that would describe a lot of, like, Lithuanian teachers or Lithuanian linguists and language, like, just grammar elitists. And it's kept me from, like, properly looking into it when I was a teenager and finding my expression with it. But English, like, I always wanted, like, a American accent, not because at first I thought America was great, but then I realized it's actually the most democratically like messed up country and capitalistically run institution of its own self. Like, it's basically just a big ass corporation rather than just a country. Nice values on face value, but very much deep-rooted issues and all the whole other sense of it. But I wanted an American accent so people could easily understand me if they were speaking in English with me, because British and Australian are hard to hear or understand. Certain European accents are fine, but I didn't want to sound Baltic or Russian, because I was either gonna sound Slavic or Baltic, because it sounded very brutalistic for me. It sounded too harsh, and I already am a firm but caring person, right? So I didn't want to sound even more full of myself, strict, or harsh. I wanted to be more approachable, and so I could sound intellectual, and so you could easily understand that through the enunciation and pronunciation of everything. I really hope you are not deadly. You're not. Okay, thank fuck you're not. How do I get through this? So yeah, I sounded kind of Slavic at 13. I sounded still very much Slavic at 16, but not as much. I was playing DayZ on an online server with a bunch of Europeans, and we had a lot of North Americans, and I picked up a Canadian accent, and people thought I was either either from America or Canada, although people that knew me better did hear my accent, my Baltic accent in the background, and I'm coming back to it slowly, but not as much. It's kind of now becoming a mix of like North American and mostly I sound Canadian for some reason. I think because they sound nice and quaint, right? And my subconscious brain instantly already wants to sound that way. And the Baltic side of it, I want to keep, but not the Slavic aspect. I want to have the like Baltic potato kind of accent, and people from the Baltic states might know what I'm talking about. There's like more of a Slavic version, right, of Baltic accents, but there's also more of a, I don't fucking know, how do you call it? There's more of like a well-rounded, like, kind of like you have a potato in your fucking mouth. That's the best way I can describe it. It's kind of just like more British-esque than it is Slavic. In general, Baltic accents shouldn't exactly sound like Slavic, but they kind of overlap. They kind of do overlap because of the alphabet that we use. And you haven't heard me speak it because, like, there's no reason for me to speak it. I do say phrases, like, very rarely. I had a moment where I said the phrase of, like, Achilles Tebete recently in a pick a card of mine, the most recent one I did. And it was because I didn't really have the analogy I really wanted for it. But there's not much of a reason for me to speak in Lithuanian, unless there's another Lithuanian around, right? I could do a test run of like just only talking in Lithuanian, but it would be weird for me because I've spent so much time talking English. I've spoken as much English as I could throughout my personal time that Lithuanians would get annoyed because I switch between English and Lithuanian for my own personal leverage of like my own personal ease of expression. Because yet again, I don't find it easy to express myself in Lithuanian. I feel very constricted. I feel like it's very much hard for me because it's hard to pick whatever the words are that I want to say, but also I know I don't necessarily pronounce them all that right. Like through stressing. I don't stress the right words in the right places, but the other part of it over the years of me like splitting in between of those languages is I don't have the brain to instantly pick whatever I want to say in Lithuanian. I always had a weird way of speaking, and I don't use the phrases that you'd usually hear. I know some of them, and I fucking remember some of them, but most of them, I just... It goes over my head. It really does go over my head. Because our language is beautiful, and it's great, but it's fucking complicated. Its grammar goes back through many years, and has kind of gone through a lot of evolution through many languages. There's, you know, a lot of roots in Latin with it in terms of, like, some aspects of it. There's also just Celtic roots with it, a old Germanic influence through some of the history we went through. It's a very complicated language that's very easy to mispronounce and misconstrue, and it's very much not... It's called to be the language of the birds, which I fucking love. I think that's the coolest thing ever, and I love my language, but it's just... I learned the phrases, the automatic phrases, and the sayings in English because I was so interested and loved it, and it was so much simpler to my brain to actually express myself. And in Lithuanian, it's kind of like I struggle. I freaking struggle because it's like, what? I would really just be creating all of my own sayings and words compared to repeating the stuff that actually you'd pick up as a native speaker. As a native speaker. And plus, I heard Russian when I was growing up from my parents. They didn't, like, actually talk to me in Russian, which I fucking hate. I wish they would've. So I would've become even more bilingual, trilingual, basically, than I am. But I heard it, and I learned how to understand it, so I know when I'm in fucking trouble or what the fuck they're saying about me, which, honestly, it did come in handy, I'm not gonna lie. It came in handy a lot, because they would also hide the point of what they were actually thinking or saying to not directly interact with me. Like, do we need to talk to her about it or do we not? It's great, but at the same time, I missed out. I really did miss out. And it takes me a while to click into it, and I can when I'm in Russia, but who's gonna go to fucking Russia at any point soon, right? And I need at least 2 weeks experience, and then you fly back, and then you switch out of it, and all that experience goes away. And I already spoke on a playthrough that, like, language, the way it works is your brain, though if you speak a different language and you properly adopt it, it is not you. It's not you translating in your head constantly between the two languages. It's you having a different side of expression of your own self through that language. So your brain creates like this different matrix of logic and expression, and it does it in different languages. English separately, Lithuanian separately, Russian separately. If you don't have one, if you're struggling with one of those, then it's kind of like every time you start picking it up, you're redeveloping that, and so your logic kind of comes back into it. And if you don't hear it, then you know you're not using the muscle that could very much tell you how to go forward. Oh, блядь, kurwa. There we go. With it. I'm swearing a lot in Russian and Polish today. But, yeah. I kind of wish I would have had it. I'm gonna be honest. Because it'd be like 3 different versions of how my brain could express itself or put together different types of logic. Because most people thought at some point that maths is the thing that is closely related to how logic puts together reasoning in your mind, right? Which to some extent that is true, but really it's the primary, the beginning foundation of that is language. It is language. It's not. It's not maths. It's because maths is just numbers, and yeah, you could say like, oh, geometry and other like aspects of it or whatever, or where maths as the logical, rational aspects of our brains comes from. It's like no, connection and communication is the first important aspect. The actual connection communication aspect of it. So, yeah, if you can learn more languages, you are very much expanding your reasoning skills and abilities. If you're a professional in one language, you are still expanding beyond a certain level of limitation. It's very dangerous, I think, when like languages just limit themselves to being as simplified as possible for the point of like expression and communication like English has recently, because there's so much in terms of English words and vocabulary and grammar that is just so intricate and interesting and such a great chance to speak on so many things that it's just like it's lost on many of us because one, it's a global language and it's, you know, the age of the internet and everything's just freaking rot brain and other things, but at the same time, like, at the same time, I feel like we could potentially come back to it. It's just, I think English speakers or English in general has had this weird thing of like people not understanding certain phrases that sound too complex or complicated or too big in terms of words. And then people get scared of using big words, and it's like, but you don't need to. If you just understand the word, you can create like complex, interesting sentences that help you express yourself, not necessarily being limited to just, you know, brain rot or like meme speak, basically. Meme speak is more like, you know, supposedly it's more of a thing than actual like complex, you know, vocabulary of, or as in Fable you hear vocabularium, of, you know, the deeper meaning of it all. Maybe it's because of the you know, Renaissance age and the industrial age and Victorian age and whatever, when aristocrats and nobles kind of sounded like hoity-toity, full of themselves assholes compared to the average person that didn't really have education or the means to speak in complicated, expanded ways and terms, right? And it just kind of like became this weird stigma that everyone doesn't want to fall into. Like, it's better to be a part of the masses with everyone together rather than being opposed and ostracized just because you use big words. I've had that experience personally. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's my favorite word thing of mine. It's a favorite like way of me saying like, yeah, wording that makes you feel like sound like full of yourself. Wordplay? No, it's a phrase. It's a phrase. My brain is already going on me. It's going. I think there is like I will take back some of it. Like, I do think it's really important and good that we have a humor behind our phrasing on our words. I think it's way more important to respect that and expand on that than it is to just, what the fuck is the point of, God, no! I think, not way more important, but it is important that we have like a variety in exploring, like, you know, fun and funny phrases, fun and funny words, but also not disregarding the big words or the complex ways of expressing ourselves. Because I think in one way we stop expressing and sharing complex thought, right? And in another, we stop expressing humor, compassion, and empathy. And I think both of those are necessary. I think it's like the best of both worlds is both fucking worlds, literally. How the fuck do I do this? What the I keep running around and like trying to find like the thing that I need to do and I don't get it. I don't see a button, I don't see any of the cables I can take. I can see this, I don't know where the hell the balls are. Where are the granatos? Okay, well there we go, that's one of them. Okay, let's try this. No, like, why do I drop it whenever I try running? Do I just move too quick? Is that what happens? Is that what happens? Do I just move too fast? Like, do I turn too fast? Is that what drops it? Like, let me experiment. No. And I noticed that I can run with it in the previous section, so... Fuck. So I can run with it, I just gotta not run and turn, is how it looks. Just don't run and turn too quick. Motherfucker. Aficionados. Is it aficionados or aficionados? It sounds like a official fish. Not really, but I'm just making light of like that word. Aficionados. Elitists, basically. The Slavic language sounds very strong to me. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It sounds aggressive and strong. Kind of sounds a little bit like frickin' German, right? I think German sounds way more strict and critical than Slavic, though Slavic sounds scary to people. And I fucking get it, honestly. I really do. but there's a lot of also like nice cuddly vibes to it if you. But most of it is very how do you call it? It sounds sharp. I think the best way I can describe the god damn it, motherfucker. The best way I can describe the Slavic language is it sounds sharp, whereas the Baltic language sounds less so. I need to like aim it here or something. No, I actually I need to go there. My bad. Mother effer. Baltic languages of any sort sound more well-rounded in general, like more round, more bubbly, and all Slavic languages are pretty sharp. That's why they sound so strong, because all of the letters are pronounced the same as in my language, Lithuanian, or even Latvian. Latvian has more Slavic accents to it than Lithuanian ever will. Lithuanian will never be as much Slavic as. Wow, that was a butt fuck right there. That was me being smushed against terrain by that thing literally freaking headbutting me to death. That was not a good time. That was not a good time. But Slavic languages, they do have a lot of like deep thought in them. They have a lot of like also they have a vibe of where it's kind of like an alpha, not an, I don't know if I could say like that exactly. I guess like it has a lot of like complex thought with it, but it also has a lot of like strict opinion when you're speaking. It's just normal that it's a strong expression of language, or you're gonna sound strong in it, because everyone sounds really like kind of strong in it. It's just like some of it is is definitely a bit more rough and tough and you know, kind of harder in general. Whereas my language, it's more round, it's more soft or oval in its vibe, but it also can still be quite strict in the way of you talking or you expressing yourself. Like, you can sound quite critical, but you can also, in both of those languages, be very much vulgar and very much like simple speak, you know, and just like it doesn't have that vibe to it whatsoever. And it also depends on the region. Like, my country is very much small, but every single part of Lithuania sounds completely different compared to the other part of Lithuania. Not as much anymore. I feel like it's kind of shifted a bit to where we're kind of becoming more you know, like generalized in our accent and expression and pronunciation. But even then, because you stress the words differently and everything else, and you might even have like different words you use, like old-timey, you know, Lithuanian might be more, sorry Vortigaunt, I didn't want to kill you, but it happened. If you use more old-timey words, that's instantly gonna be very much different. There's actually like a thing of like most people are not gonna understand. Now they're not as common, but there was a thing of like who would be now 80, 90, 100, 80 not as much, more like 90 and 100, but late 80s as well. Like, they speak in a completely different damn language, because they speak in traditional Lithuanian, and you literally have no fucking clue what the fuck they're saying. Like, some words are there, but most of them are not, and some words that are there, they sound very much like, how do you call it? They sound very much like you're talking in a completely different language, like it's not Lithuanian, and you will not actually understand them. Like you will not actually understand them. I'm doing this so many times. Fucking shit. That's why I was doing it so many times, because I didn't want to actually like kill myself accidentally. Basically. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. I am not good at that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not good at these grenades. I'm good enough, obviously, to get through it, but I think they also made it like that for a reason. I think that was on purpose. The best example I have is kinda like English and Welsh to some extent. But that language is already extinct. Like Olden Lithuanian is already fucking extinct. It's not a thing no more. That it's gone. It's completely gone, more or less. There's a little bit of it. There's very few people that do know it, and they're usually from the countryside. However, different pronunciation, actuation, and like grammar or accents from different regions, that's still a thing. That's still a thing. But it is becoming way more generalized. Most people you could notice are from a different region because they say the simplest words in the completely like offbeat manner. But now not as much. Not anymore. I don't know, they kind of sound same nowadays compared to previously being very easy to hear that difference from. Mind you, I am a person that's from the capital, and people from the capital are said to have a very skewed vision or opinion of all of these things. Yet again, everyone assimilates with how we speak and how, you know, language is progressing there with that, so yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of complex that way. Cool. Hoity-toity aficionados like experts. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Aficionados. I speak, you could say I speak 2 different languages, but English is not my first language. I'm not even from America. I've never been to America. I've only been to England for like 3 years of my life. Not even full 3 years. Every year I would spend at least 3-4 months, maybe 2 months at the minimum, like minimum, I think. Maybe 1 month. No, it'd be like 3-4 months most of the time. I'd spend outside of England back at home in Lithuania. I'm from the Baltic states. Obviously, what the fuck do I do here? And I've learned how to sound American Canadian on my own because I wanted to have a clear accent that isn't Baltic Slavic, which is kind of the thing I've been rambling on, but hi Talamir, I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Lovely to see you again. Lovely to see you. But yeah, I am very much, I confuse a lot of people, don't I? Don't I? I really do. And I'm proud of it. I'm honestly proud of it. I guess I'm shaping my own version and way of expression in both Lithuanian and English. And everyone's impressed by the American English thing of mine and how I talk and everything else. But not as much when it comes to Lithuanian, because I'd benefit from having more practice there. But I don't really talk with anyone here anyway. Like I wouldn't have the opportunity, as I haven't really had the opportunity, but I also didn't use the opportunity because I wanted to improve in English that much, that badly. Then after living in England, I would miss Lithuanian, and I would want to have the experience or the opportunity to go back and actually fucking talk my goddamn native language with the best option out there, you know, or but my brain isn't primed for it. I like if we're talking from the depths of something, right, or from the actual conscious complexity of it, we're getting to the point of things, right? Unless I'm kind of drunk, from what I've noticed. I'm gonna fucking struggle with it, and I'm gonna need to switch in between of Lithuanian and English just to save time, just to express myself better, and yeah, it's kind of a weird thing like that. But now it's shifting to where like I wish I had someone to actually like fully go in depth with conversations instead of the lack of connection in conversations that I've had. English is just easier as well to just, oh my god, that's trippy as heck and I love it. It's easier to shoot quick points to explain yourself than it is in Lithuanian, but that's my personal opinion, and it's kind of 50-50 I think on that. I think if you're well versed in any language, right, you will have a quick way of expressing your views and what you really mean on a deep level without having to have it like fulfilled or like added up with another language or whatever. I think I just had a favoritism thing of like seeing like, oh, English is way quicker for my brain and easier, and I can mold it better, and I think people will like literally understand me more. Whereas the aficionado fucking attitude of extremist Lithuanians will really, I know it's not just me, there's a lot of people that are like me, that have that issue, because it's weird. Most of them are kind of like me in a way of like they were born in the age of the internet. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? They were born in the age of the internet, and I like complex thoughts and conversations. They kind of like the joke part of it, you know, the other fun silly part of like the expression of it. And I think it's just like Lithuanian was kind of lacking in that, because you were either gonna sound like a little bit Slavic, like most people were kind of okay with talking half Russian, not half English, right? If they were talking Lithuanian. If they were talking Lithuanian, then it was vulgar in the point that it was mixed with Slavic expression and it wasn't fully Lithuanian. Or if it was Lithuanian, still, for the simplification of it, it would be a little bit, you know, farm-like or country-like or whatever you'd call it. Or, yeah, I guess it's just like there's a generation of people that didn't have that compute in their brains, and then and most of them are not neurospicy. I don't know how or why, but it's just a fucking thing here. It's just a weird ass fucking thing here. But at the same time, they realized that they were ahead than most of the population, because back in the day it was like essential for you to know Russian to get a job, Russian and Lithuanian. Now it's better if you have Lithuanian and English, and then you will get a better paying job, or you're gonna have more luck in getting a better uni opportunity or some type of qualification. If you can have all three of those languages, that's the best. But mostly now Russian isn't as important or respected. It's now being kind of also discouraged, but at the same time we have such a huge population speaking Slavic or being Lithuanians that don't know Lithuanian. Actually, they were born here, but they grew up in parts of Lithuania where everyone was, you know, in a country little place or whatever, and they were only speaking Russian. I've met people like that in my previous job, and I was like, and you speak English? Thank fuck, because either way, like, otherwise I couldn't understand you. But you are Lithuanian, you just only spoke Russian. And I guess now this is it, you know? Like, wow, what the fuck? Like, that was insane to me. You wouldn't have that in any other country. Any other country. No other country except for here. And I don't blame elitist Lithuanians, because some of them probably saw this already coming, and they were like, motherfucker, we're gonna lose our whole entire heritage and country and meaning and speak, and like, this is not good. We need to do something about it. Those lasers are fucking scary. Fuck me. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Trippy sounds, by the way. I mean, there's a bunch of, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of that happening here. my language is okayish, I think. There's just a lot of dialects, a ton of dialects. No worries, most people that hear me speak English think I'm from the UK. Have you ever been to the UK, or where did you get your UK accent from? I had a friend here that was like that. She had like a weird posh Australian slash UK accent, and I mean, I thought it was fucking amazing and sexy, but she was like, it's not any accent, where did it come from or whatever. I think it's probably a past lifetime thing, and it's probably not, you know, a thing for everyone. I've seen some other people do the same thing though, or have the same thing, and oh my gosh. And it's kind of cool, because it's an inherent weird different trait, right? Like it's kind of like something you can't control. You just either find that way of your brain expressing itself, or you somehow pick it up and it becomes a part of you. But what language is your native language that has a lot of dialects, and how did you get a UK accent and all the rest? I'm very much curious and interested to hear about that, considering how much I've been babbling on about this. But I love it. I love the conversations, or the podcasting for you guys, you know? Because it seems like you guys are interested by that, so it's cool. And I like, whenever I ramble on, please let me know where you're coming from, or what your experiences of life with that, because as much as I talk about myself, like I talk about myself because obviously that's, you know, you tune in here, maybe some of you don't want to talk whatsoever, you just want to listen. Some of you do start talking about your own interests and other things and your personal lives and whatever, and I really appreciate it. You're not forced to, but I really do appreciate the interaction, connection, like you sharing your own perspective, your own opinions. Even if we disagree about them, I really do, like, if we can be like respectful about it, right? And we can continue, and just, you know, either agree or disagree, and agree to disagree and be fine about that. Or just, you know, for the point of sharing, like, I want that. I love it. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. That's the whole point of this. I'm Norwegian. Frickin', I've heard a little bit of like that. The understanding of some immigrant Lithuanians in Norway of the language. Most of them don't pick it up because it's way too complex. I can't remember. There was one dude I knew. There was one dude I knew that actually was from Norway and explained to us how Norway worked with its different dialects and languages, but I can't remember any of it. And I can't remember if it's like north versus south or east versus whatever. But yeah, it is like, there's a lot. It's very complex. And some of you don't understand some of y'all, right? Is that correct? What the fuck, man? This part is hard. That's a big paragraph, and I love that you wrote it. I'm just gonna read it in a moment. Wait, I did take it. Okay, I did take it. Okay. Tap dancing, tap dancing. Okay. Fuck you. I mean, in a way, we are kind of like neighbors, Norway and Lithuania, like, cause it's the Baltic Sea, and anyone that's connected by the Baltic Sea is usually considered to be like connected, basically, in terms of the country. Which I do forget, because Baltic states are usually like, we're the Baltic states, you know? But Norway and Sweden are considered to also be connected by the same pond, as it were, as it's said, so that's cool. I like it. I like it. And I loved Sweden when I was there, and I would love Norway just for the point of it being mountains. Mountains and like cold, cool vibes. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, we do have dialects that are really struggle to understand one another. Is it so? Which dialect is the dialect that is like the national dialect? If that makes sense, because in my country, some dialects are considered to not be as proper as other dialects. Um, like they are considered to be grammatically or linguistically incorrect or more incorrect compared to the others. Um, and there's more correct ones and more incorrect ones. So do you have that? Like, is one of the accents and dialects considered to be the national norm of proper, like, Norwegian speak, and the other ones are just considered to be hillbilly or incorrect and all the rest? Oh, so same for America, right? Like, isn't that a thing? Although no, in America I feel like everyone's like, you speak as you speak and it's freaking fine. Same for the UK. It's kind of like just different parts of the country expressing themselves, and no one says like this is the right way and this is the wrong way. Although some people would like to say that, for sure, but like the UK, England couldn't do that to begin with because everyone kind of has a bit of it wrong and a bit of it right, and a bit of it posh and a bit of it like labor, like working class, which is considered to be more like country-esque or whatever. So it's kind of weird that way. And in America, like you can't see someone from Arizona or Texas being with a Texan or like whatever accent, right? Is not speaking proper American, because they just have a different accent. There's no unanimous like American accent that's like the correct accent. It's not Washington, it's not frickin' New York or like Brooklyn or anything. It's just all American, right? It's all America. So same goes for Canadian American, right? So except if it's Quebec or whatever, right? The frickin' French Canada. And apparently French Canada isn't even understood by the French. How about that? How about that? They fucked up a language or made their own language so fucking distinctly that no one understands them. Neither the Canadians in Canada, neither the French in general when they visit Quebec, right? French Canada, whatever it's fucking Quebecian. I believe it's Quebec. My brain's like so fried right now, I could be fucking wrong, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love talking deep life, philosophy, language, science, and music and all the rest while I'm gaming these games, and this is why I think I play first-person shooters mostly in general on stream, yeah, I get lost in it. My brain by the end of it is like, this was a workout, I don't know what to do. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. It's weird how some parts have really low volume music and other parts have really high volume music, and I'm like, is it just my... Is it just my mistake? Did I just mess up like audio in general and the music is like super low? I mean, it's half the fucking volume, but like, it's really loud in some other parts. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the audio stuff in this is kind of a bit weird. Because this is more atmospheric and you can't hear it as much, whereas the other parts you can hear very much clearly. So, if I were to critique anything about this game, I think this part of music, compared to the overwhelming loud sounds of music, like, That's it. That would be it. Come on. Come on. Oh fuck. Move. Yeah, it goes like straight on to me, so I need to kind of focus here. Yeah, like you guys can barely hear the music. I can barely hear the goddamn music. And I love it. Like currently right now for what I can hear of the music, it is background, it is atmospheric, but it's fucking amazing. Are you guys angry? I guess you are. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Blame G-Man, not me. It's the alien government. It's the alien fucking shadow government. I'm not crazy. I promise. I'm not fucking crazy. It is them. 888 on the fucking thing as I was talking about it. I just find it funny. I just find it funny. I just find it funny. Motherfucker. Oh shit. Sorry, it's kind of like our planet against your planet in a way. We either save ourselves through fucking you up, or we just die all around. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna attack the aggressive ones, but I do want to keep the passive ones alive because they're wardigons. They're wardigons. Cool. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Wait, why? Do I really need to manually reload your ass every time? No. Look, I want to go home as much as you want me to go home, okay? Fucking shit, that hurts. Now that was a Lithuanian... It was not really a swear. Like, blamba? I don't even... No, like, it's not actually a swear. It's just... It definitely is not. I wish I could teleport out of here, I'm not gonna lie. This is intense. This is intense. I need to heal. I want health. Please. Oh, no, don't. Well...